Here's how to grow shiitake mushrooms on logs right in your own backyard, so you always have access to mushrooms. The first step when growing shiitake mushrooms is sourcing the wood. I highly recommend using oak. No other log has worked suitably for me. I think oak is the only suitable wood to grow shiitake on. Once you've sourced your wood, you're then going to drill holes in the wood, and it's from here where the inoculation process starts. In this case, we're using mushroom dowels, which fit perfectly inside our 8.5mm drill bit holes. Once you line up all your dowels, you're then going to go ahead and hammer them directly into the log so that my ciliated dowel now has access to fresh oak wood. Once they're all hammered in, it's then going to be moving on to sealing the log up. In this case, we're going to be just using beeswax. We heat it up over the stove and then dab it over all the dowel points, and this is going to allow us to seal in that mycelium so it's not to get contaminated. From here, the logs are then going to rest. For shiitake, you can get lucky and get the crop after the first year, but in this case, it took 2 years for us to finally see our first mushrooms coming through. From then, they'll perpetually grow until the log is completely exhausted. I think this year is going to be my final year with this particular batch. I find I usually get about 2 decent crops each year, one at the start of autumn and one later in winter, although you could artificially induce more fruiting by soaking those logs and pretending there's been a rainfall event.